Hello and welcome to the 15th video lecture of Quantitative Analysis for Business Decisions QABD semester number 2 module number 1. In today's video lecture we are going to study about frequency distribution. Frequency distributions comes under tabulation actually, but before going into diving into what is frequency distribution and how to draw a frequency distribution table, let us see some of the concepts that we are going to study, or certain terms or terminology that we are going to come across in statistics, especially in frequency distribution drawing. So raw data, what is a raw data? Raw data refers to the numbers or measurements that are collected as a result of observation. Suppose if you go to a school and you want to note down the height of students in inches, then whatever based upon the roll number, suppose you are calling them and asking them to come and note down their heights, or you are noting down their heights after measuring it. So whatever you are measuring it and noting it down on your observation sheet, that is nothing but raw data. As and how you have observed, you are noting it down. Now after noting down, you come up with you take that paper in your study table later on, and then you want to analyze this data. To make analyzation of this data easier, what you do is you convert this raw data into something known as data array. So what is this data array? Raw data that has been arranged systematically, either in ascending order or descending order. See, suppose your height of these students is say 54 inches, in inches I'm saying, then 52 inches, 60 inches, 48 inches, and so on. Suppose only 4 students I'm taking here. So this when you're talking about 1000 students, it becomes difficult. So what we do is we generally arrange this data in either ascending order or descending order. So if I'm arranging them in ascending order, 48, 52, 54, 60. So what happens here is I'm arranging them in ascending order. So this is nothing but a data array. This is the raw data, this is the data array, which I have arranged systematically in ascending order. This can also be done in descending order, that is from biggest to smallest. Okay, so this is about raw data and data array. Now let us see the types of series that we are going to come across, or types of tabulations that you're not tabulation, basically these are the types of series or class intervals, you can say. So basically types of series, there are three types of series that you can see in statistics: the individual series, the discrete data series, and the continuous data series. So what are these individual series? Let us see. Collection, for example, it is like this: collection of data of weight in kgs of the first 25 people boarding a bus. Suppose if there is a bus and you want to note down the first 25 people's, what was the weight of those people, then you are noted down. First person to get down up is 52 kg, second person 46, third 31, fourth 65, fifth 82, sixth 15. So this is definitely raw data. Okay, so individual series, this is an example of individual series. Whether you arrange it in ascending order, descending order, and convert it into data array, that also is an individual series. So whether it is raw data or this data array, if it is in this form, then it is known as an individual series. Let us see what is discrete series. Discrete data series, what happens is I'm noting down these weights. The lowest first I have to arrange them in ascending order, then it becomes very easy. Or else what way happens is the lowest one is taken here first, 3. Then how many people are there in 3? I have to see one person is there, so I am marking it. But before that, what you can do is you can just note down these different variations, that is there: 52, 46, 31, 65, 82, 15, 3, 22, 8, 36, 49, 22, 45, 39, 58, 63, 42, 77, 65. Now 65 is repeated here, so no need to mention 65 once more. So this way what I am done is individual: 3, 8, 12, how many times it has come, 15, how many times it has come, 22 how many times it has come, 31 how many times it has come, that I am noting down here. That is 3 has come one time, 8 has come one time, 12 has come one time, 15 has come two times, 22 has come three times, 30 has come two times, 36 has come one time, 39 has come two times, and so on. So this way when I'm doing it, that is number of people, I'm writing it down, it becomes a discrete data series. You can see these are discrete values again. Okay, only thing is I'm clubbing the repetitions together, like here the repetitions are clubbed together. So what is happening is from those 25 numbers I am coming down to little lesser numbers. So this is what I can discrete data series happens. The counting happens generally through something known as the tally marks. So what are these tally marks? Whenever you write 3, you suppose you are counting this way, this is a technique of counting. For 1 you mark 1, for 1 if you observe this data once, so you write it once. How to do this we are seeing in the next presentation. So right now you just remember that discrete data series is counting. Okay, the various observations, how many times it has been observed. The third is continuous data series. Now what I'm doing is continuous data. You can see that there is no gap in this between 0 and 10 and 10 and 20. There is no gap. Whereas in the previous one, you could see that there is a gap. There is nothing between 3 and 8. Here, there is nothing between 3, 8 and 12. There is nothing between 36, 39 and so on. So it lacks continuity. That is why it is known as discrete data. On the other hand, here you can see that it is continuous. There is no gap. 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and so on. Similarly, once you draw this class interval, these are known as class intervals. So once class intervals are drawn, the next thing what you have to do is tally marks. Okay, I'll go back to the earlier one. Okay, so I'm writing those class intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, because 80 to 90, above 90 no value is there here. Now 52. 52 comes under which one? You have to see. 52 comes under 50 to 60, this one. So tally marks, I'm writing it as 1. If one more comes between 50 and 60, I'll write 2. If one more comes between 50 and 60, I'll write 3. If one more would have come, I would have written little extra. So this way I'm doing. And whenever 1, 2, 3, suppose 4 have happened, the fifth one when you are writing, you should write it as 5. Then how to write 6? Here. That is after the 5 set you have to do like this way. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is how you count. So this is a very old way of counting. When numbers were not there, people used to count it this way. So this is how you have to find out the continuous distribution table and the number of people. Here you have to see, this means 2, so write it in digits. This means 5, write it in digits, and this means 3, write it in digits. So this is continuous data series. Now let us understand frequency distribution. Frequency distribution is a systematic presentation of values taken by a variable along with their frequencies. You can see this is nothing but a frequency distribution table itself. It shows the number of values or how many times this value has appeared. Between 0 to 10, 2 times it has appeared. Between 50 and 60, 3 times it has appeared. So this is nothing but it is a frequency distribution table. It is a systematic presentation of values taken by a variable along with its frequencies. So what is frequency? Frequency refers to the number of times an observation is repeated. How many times this observation is repeated? 40 to 50, it is repeated 4 times in this case. 50 to 60 is repeated 3 times. So this is nothing but frequency. Frequency refers to the number of times an observation is repeated. In continuous data series, class interval, suppose what is class interval? Next thing, in continuous data series, class interval refers to the numerical width of any class in a particular distribution. So what is a class interval in this? this 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, whatever these bands I've done or ranges I've done, these are known as individual classes, and this is known as class interval 10 to 20. This is class interval 10 sorry 10 to 20, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. These are known as individual classes. This is one class, this is one class, this is one more class, this is one more class. So this way I am grouping them. So these groups are known as class intervals. Then mathematically it is defined as the difference between upper class limit and lower class limit. So what are these upper class limit and lower class limit? So this is the lower class limit, this is the upper class limit of this class. Similarly of this class, this is the lower class limit and this is the upper class limit. Similarly this, for this class, this is the lower limit, this is the upper limit of class interval. Okay, so for every class we have lower limits, that is the lower values, and upper limits, that is the upper values of class interval. So mathematically we can say, if anyone asks what is the class interval or class width, you can say that here for this the class width is 10 minus 0, that is 10. Here class width is 60 minus 50 is 10. So what is the difference between upper limit and lower limit? So that is nothing but class interval. So remember, these are class intervals, individual class intervals. These are frequencies. Let me draw once more. These are individual class intervals, these are individual frequencies. This is the lower limits, these are the upper limits. Okay, so this is how your class interval looks like, especially in a continuous distribution. Inclusive and exclusive class intervals. Now what are the differences between inclusive and exclusive class intervals? In a class interval, if the lower limit as well as the upper limit are included in the same class, such a class is known as an inclusive class interval. If both are included in the same class, suppose if the classes are like this, 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, here what happens is we here 0 also will be included in the same class, 9 is also included in the same class, both are included in the same class. That is why it is known as an inclusive class interval. Okay, let us understand what is an exclusive class interval, then only you will understand what is the difference between these two. In a class interval, if the lower limit is included, in this case lower limit is included, but the upper limit is included in the next class, such a class interval is known as there's a mistake here, there such a class interval is known as exclusive. Make it exclusive class interval. Okay, exclusive, EXCLUSIVE, exclusive class interval. In the exclusive class interval, the lower limit is included in the class interval, but the upper limit is included in the next class interval. For example, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So what happens is, how do we read exclusive class intervals? 0 to less than 10, 10 to less than 20, 20 to less than 30. So this is how we are reading this exclusive class interval. Very important point in statistics here to understand one thing, that mostly if it is not mentioned in the problem, then it will be an exclusive class interval only. If they have not asked you anything to find out, or they have just asked you to prepare a class interval or a frequency distribution table, then you have to prepare an exclusive class intervals, and you have to assume that all the tables are exclusive class intervals, that is less than class intervals, 0 to less than 10, 10 to less than 20. So suppose if I have a value say 20, where will it come, in which class? Whether it will come in this class or this class or this class. I'll just rub this. Okay. If I have value say 20, in which class will it come? This or this? 0 to less than 10, definitely it will not come here. 10 to less than 20, less than 20 values will be here, so this also is not there. 20 to less than 30, so definitely a value, suppose 20 is there, then it will come in this class interval, 20 to less than 30. I hope you understood this class intervals. With this we end today's lecture. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us. Some other related videos I will be sending you in your WhatsApp group. You can go through those also. One important point is I have given you notes in PDF format till lecture number 13 only. Lecture number 14 onwards only, that is today onwards, whatever this lecture I have taken, that is 14, these are not included in those notes. You can note it down after the end of your this whatever notes I have sent you. So with this we end today's lecture. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us.